What is function notation? Function notation is when instead of a y you use an f of x equals the rest of your equation. Okay? The f of x works just like the y. It is still your output. But instead of y, we like to use f of x. The little of x is like a window into what you're putting in as your input. There's a few reasons why function notation is nice, that we use this as our input and this whole thing as our output. One of them is that if you have several equations written out with y, there's no way to say which is which. When you say y, are you talking about this equation or are you talking about this equation? But with function notation, we can change it to f of x, g of x, h of x, and these all are naming different equations, different functions. So it can be very useful to keep track of which equation is which, especially when you're plotting many lines on the same graph. Another reason function notation is very useful is because in function notation you could write something like this. This means your output when your input was 5. In this notation, there's no way to show or ask for something like this. Okay, you just have to write x when x equals 5, y equals such and such, which is much more cumbersome. Okay, here we can write it very concisely. So if this means we're going to put a 5 in for our input, 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 is 13. So f of 5 equals 13.